Hello friends, welcome to e-learning port again. So we are discussing about interview questions related to Java, which can be frequently asked in many companies. So today's question is, what is constructor chaining? So what is constructor chaining in Java, and what I'm going to explain that's generic for Java or C plus anything. Just the syntax will be only for Java. So whatever Java syntax is there, I'm going to use that. But theoretically, you can relate the same answer to C plus plus as well. Okay. So a constructor chaining, when a constructor calls another constructor, is called constructor chaining. So in constructor chaining, what happens? A, one constructor will call another constructor. Then that constructor may call again some other constructor. So in this way, they will form a chain. So what I mean to say, I mean to say something like this. Suppose there is some class called file writer test. Okay, and there is constructor, default constructor. You can have constructor where you will get string folder where you need to write the file, and you can have one more constructor, file writer, where you will accept folder and string file name. Okay, so when I am saying this, that when a constructor calls another constructor, it means this constructor may call this constructor, again this constructor may call this one, or it may also be like this constructor may call this one, and this constructor may call this one, or it also may be like this constructor means any constructor can call any other constructor. So when we have a scenario like a constructor is calling another constructor and forming a chain, then this is called constructor chain. Okay, so I hope it's well understood. Okay, so I will cover few more things, few more words, and then I will start writing the example. So this example only I will be continuing. Okay, so this constructor chaining is can be formed using either this keyword or super keyword. So a constructor calls another constructor. So constructor may be calling there's the same class constructor, or the constructor may also call parent class constructor. Both the things are called constructor chaining. Either you are calling the same class constructor or you call the parent class constructor is called constructor chaining. So using this we call within the same class constructor. Okay, same class constructor. Within super we can call parent class constructor. Okay, so using this and super we form the constructor chaining. Now let's start with this keyword. I will first give you one example for the same class constructor chaining using this keyword. Then we will go with the super keyword. So just I'll give you one scenario. So I will just remove this one so that this space will look very clear. Okay, I think this is not clear. I'll make it clear. Sorry. class. Okay, let's start. So we will explain one scenario. The scenario is like, suppose here constructor itself is doing all the functionalities, like constructor itself is doing the method functionalities, or constructor itself will have some values, means some operations to perform. Generally in constructor we don't perform any operation. Generally in constructor we initialize the variables, that's it. But here suppose we have something to write in constructor itself. Okay, so I have a scenario that there will be one constructor where you can pass the folder and file name location, so that your file, means whatever content you are going to write, that content will be getting written in this specific folder or in this specific file itself. Okay, there is one more scenario. Suppose there is one more constructor where you just need to define the folder name. You just define the folder name, and file name will be some default name. Suppose default name is something like log.txt, something like this, some default file name. Okay, or if suppose the user doesn't want to give anything, whatever the default values are there, they are fine. So suppose this file writer will use the default locations, like default folder location. Okay, so this is the scenario. So what we can do here, if suppose these both are the default values, what we can do? We can do something like this. If suppose you are calling file writer, if w equal to new file writer. If suppose user have created one object using the default constructor, the file writer one. Okay, now the thing is like, if suppose you have written some code here, code to write file at a specific location. Suppose this code is almost hundreds of lines. Now what if the same thing, because here what here it will happen, it will by default it will take the default name as log.txt and the default folder location as default. What if for the same 100 lines of code you are going to write here as well with the default values? In this constructor what will happen, user need to pass the folder name and file name. That means the default folder won't be default and default file name won't be log.txt. User need to pass. You have written 100 lines of code to write the file, so to write some content at this specific folder and file. And here one more constructor, you don't want to pass any file name and you want to just pass the folder name, and in this folder it should be writing a file with the file name as log.txt. So what will happen, you need to write 100 lines of code here as well as 100 lines of code here as well as 100 lines of code here. That means 300 lines of code, even though behavior is same. There is some file location, there is some file name, there is some folder location, then only you need to write the files. So in this case what happened, you need to write 300 lines of code. Instead of that, if suppose you want to consume this one only, you can do that. What you can do? So from this constructor itself, you can call this of, what is folder name you are going to give? Default. And what file name you are going to give? This is the hard coded value because you are going to pass the default thing. What will happen? You have created an object, you have called, with this syntax you have called a default constructor. Here you have called, and automatically this constructor will call this another constructor which will accept folder and file name. What will happen, you don't need to again write the same 100 line of code here itself. You just need to pass the default folder name and default this one file name to this particular constructor, and this constructor will deal with all the things. So you don't need to repeat your code. Just using the constructor, what you are doing, you are writing a code here itself. Though this is not a valid scenario, we should not write anything to here. So suppose you are initializing some values. If suppose if you want to initialize values with default or with the whatever the caller have passed, okay, you can do in this way, or you can do one more thing. You just pass default folder. What will happen? Here it will come. Now here also you don't want to write anything. What you can do, you can pass the folder, because folder has already been passed from that constructor, and you can give the default file name like this. Okay, you can do one more thing. Directly you can call object of, means that one, file constructor, and you can pass log.txt, and then you can pass default. You can do in this way as well. This can call. What you are doing, unnecessarily you are passing this default value, but this default value should be always written as per standard, should be initialized and written in this class itself, but from outside you are going to pass it. Okay, so you are just giving up flexibility to call any constructor, and automatically there will be operations, means operation will be done without repeating the code. You can do it that way, or you can call in this way as well. If you are calling in this way, what will happen? This will call this particular constructor directly, and this constructor will call this one where you have written the code. So in this way, what you are doing, you are achieving a constructor chain. One constructor is calling another constructor. Okay, so using this and with method style, you can pass anything here. Okay, sorry, this was not log.txt, this was default, because first parameter is the folder name. Okay, I think in this way we can use this keyword to make a constructor chain. Okay, now let's have an example of how we write code for constructor chaining using super. So if suppose there is a class shape where there is a data called int image id or shape id, anything, and you have a constructor public shape where image id will be by default to something random value, or you can also have public shape int image id where okay, and suppose there is one parent class circle extends shape. Okay, where if suppose value is there in r and the constructor is there something like public circle int r, where you are passing as d dot r equal to r. Okay, so this is the child class and this is the, I'll make some space because I need to write something here. This dot r equal to r. Okay, so you have a same parent class, you have a child class as circle, but image id, if suppose your requirement is like image id is always required for any circle object you are creating. Okay, so what you can do, you can just create the object of circle as circle c equal to new circle of 10. If suppose you are passing the r value as 10, so for the circle, for this c object, r will be 10. Okay, r will be 10, but now you need to pass image id as well to this parent class. So in that case, what you can do, you can just use something like this super of, right now I'm passing something like suppose 100, or what you can do here itself, you can write a code to generate some random number and that random numbers can be passed here. So what will happen in this case, this constructor is calling this constructor and this super keyword is calling super class keyword. Again you are forming a constructor chain because you have called a constructor and this constructor is calling the super constructor using the super keyword. So in this way we just go for the constructor chain examples, constructor chain using super keyword. Okay, now so it's not like that only the parameterized constructor is called. You can do anything. Default constructor can call the default constructor of parent class as well. That is also possible, but that comes under some trickiest part. So there is some tricky questions related to this constructor chaining, related to this super keyword, or related to this keyword. Generally it's related to super keyword, which is very tricky question that maybe we will be, I will be explaining you in my next video. So I think for the time being, this is just the answer for constructor chain. I hope you understood it and you liked it. If you liked it, please like, subscribe and share my video. And if you have any comment, any doubt, you can ask me that in the comment box as well. I'll reply as soon as possible. Okay, thank you very much.